Hi, I'm Jaguar Sasmito,
And I'm Sarah Sasmito.
and we've been attending Real Life Church now for a little over a year, and that's a big deal for us.
We moved here from Colorado. Jag is active duty, and so we lived in Colorado for 4 years. And throughout the entire 4 years, we were not able to find a church. And so when we got news that we were going to go somewhere else, we prayed very hard that God was going to place us somewhere where we could really actively focus on putting Him in the center of our lives and in our marriage. And it's kind of like a Jonah and Nineveh story. He said Sacramento, and we said no, thank you. And then he said Sacramento again, and here we are. And within a month of getting to Sacramento, we heard about this church called Real Life Church, and it was down the street, and which is with kids, even better. And one of the first sermons that we came in on was about tithing, and that had always been on our hearts.
But we had never done it.
Yes, but we never consistently done it because we hadn't had a home church, so it was kind of our excuse to not do it. So when we got here, we listened to the sermon, and we both kind of went home like,
Yeah, we looked at each other, and I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but I think we always thought that we had a better plan for our money than God did. We always thought that, we can use it towards debt, or we can put it aside for retirement. We had a plan, and we trusted in our plan.
but we know very well.
Yeah, and it just, Pastor Dean's sermon, I think what really spoke to us was he described tithing not as about the money. The focus wasn't on the money. It was on you as a believer making an active choice every single month to put God first. And that really spoke to Sarah and I. So we kind of went home after that sermon, looked at ourselves, and we were like, you know what, let's start tithing. And we've been doing it now for a little over a year, and the Lord has just blessed us tremendously with job opportunities. The amount we've tithed, He's returned to us threefold, which we've been able to put all towards debt, which has been amazing. And I think even more important than the money aspect is He's really opened our hearts to community and to relationships, friendships here at Real Life, and also a renewal of relationships like with my mother, for example.
When we first came here, something that was on Jaguar's heart was, we get to be near my mom for the first time in over 10 years, and then really praying about, Lord, how can you speak through us? How can you use us to speak to her? And so with that, I think it's by putting our trust, it trickles down to by making the active choice to trust in the Lord, that by tithing, saying we're going to trust you, that even though we don't think we have the money to tithe, we're going to trust that this is what we need to do. This is what you're calling us to do. We did it when we moved to Sacramento. We did it when we actively chose to tithe. And I think for Jaguar, he actively chose to say, Lord, she is yours. I don't need to worry about her anymore. And Lord, she is yours. Literally within a month of truly finding joy in that faith and that trust in the Lord, not only has she acknowledged the Lord is God, the one God. She actually came up to us and she goes, I think I want to try out a church. We're like, that sounds great. Where do you want to go?
Then COVID hit. And
then COVID hit.
And she's even throughout all of COVID, she actively sought us out and said, hey, I know you guys watch service on Sundays. Can I come over on Sunday and just hang out with you guys as you worship? And we've been doing that now for a little bit, and she's super, super excited to grow.
Hungry.
She's hungry. She wants
hungry
to
for the Lord.
grow
That's a
her
big deal.
relationship, with God, and that's been just such a blessing for us to be a part of. So
Yeah, I think so. Just overall, we've learned, especially through tithing, but just putting our faith in the Lord and actively choosing to seek Him. And it's, with tithing, it's gone. I think we've really actively noticed it when we chose to tithe, because we can move anywhere. It's the army. The Lord is going to put us where He's going to put us. But actively choosing Him and having faith in His plan, without saying, I think that's where it started, is with tithing, and it's trickled down into other places in our lives. So yeah, I think that's it.
that's it.